Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sportsbook Review's coverage of a fascinating Serie A season. We are now moving into week 7, and it's already been a great deal of drama, intrigue, excitement, and entertainment in the previous 6 weeks. I'm going to have to start things off with a bit of a Tancredi Palmeri appreciation session. Tan, he went from 2.19 units of profit to 7.86 units of profit in 1 week. Generated more than 5 units of profit, Tan. How did you do it? And your Tan madness came in as well.
How did I
Don't tell us your secret. Don't tell us your secret.
Okay, you asked me how did I do it? Because I wanted it. That's why.
So every time we go live from now on, you have to ask him, do you want today to win your picks? And if he says no, just press the button and take him out.
We say in Italian, we have this way to say, ask calmly and please. So if you ask calmly and please, you can get the answer. No, I have to tell you, no, seriously. There are some times, I'm asking you, you tell me, there are some times in which you feel like, I feel I have the hot hand, no? Yeah. Well, I have to be honest, I felt like I had the hot hand last week. If you look 2 weeks before, my turnout was very bad, one of the worst ever for Serie A. I felt like, I feel like this week is mine. So,
bounce back time.
Go again?
Bounce back time.
Bounce back, yes. So it was the draw at the halftime Spezia Milan, the Sassuolo Salernitana, draw halftime Sassuolo to win, and full time. What can I say, guys? Get drunk on my name.
So are we around 15 units of profit together this season, Martin?
I've been getting drunk on Tancredi Palmeri's name all week. Do you know what? I think we're on about 14.2 units of profit combined. Alex sort of treaded water last week. I lost a couple of units, I'm afraid. So sorry, guys, I let the team down. But we're back in business, and yeah,
I like the expression "traded water." I didn't know it. I learned something new today.
There you go, Tan. Stick with us.
But not in the. He did trade water, but not in the desert, I guess.
Not in the desert, no. He about broke even. Okay, thanks everyone. So who have we got? We've got Suresh, we've got Gaz, we've got Bala Barsaman. Hello, Sean. Hello to Bet With Us. Hello, Brian. Hello, Millsy. Hi, guys. Great to have you all here. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Give us a thumbs up for Tan's 5.5 units of profits. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification button, head on over to sportsbookreview.com after this video to read articles from Alex and Tan and lots of other pro handicappers at SBR, a wealth of free content that you can enjoy. Hello, Manchester is red. Hello, everyone. Right, we're going to start with...
Hello, Arsenal. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, everyone.
North London is red. That's it. Cagliari versus Venezia. What are we going to get from Cagliari versus Venezia? 2 teams languishing in the relegation zone. Winless so far, Cagliari. Venezia have got 1 win, but they're not looking great either. Alex, we'll start with you. What do you think about this game?
Between 2 bad teams, what can you pick, Cagliari at home, probably go with the home win here because only by the fact that they are at home, But something else than that, nothing. I think that Venezia did very well to hold Torino to a 1-1 draw. Maybe they will find the back of the net also against a dreadful Cagliari team with big issues at the back, So probably go also with both team to score option. I think that is on the cards also. But I'm not touching on this game.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Hello to Black Mamba. Hello, Innocent, watching in South Africa. Great to have you here with us. Hi to Chasing Sunsets. Hello, everyone. Lovely to have you all here with us on this Thursday afternoon. Tan, Cagliari versus Venezia.
Sorry, can I laugh because the expression "I'm not touching on this game" for a second, I was like, "What?" Okay. I said, "Who is that pervert that is touching on Cagliari?" Anyway, what do I go on
Exactly.
this?
Only a pervert will touch on this game.
Are you a pervert, Tan? Are you going to be a pervert and touch this game?
Aren't we all? Aren't we all, Martin?
In other ways, I think we all are perverts, yeah.
Martin, the men are divided into the pervert and the liars. So it's that division. Anyway, go on. Look, Cagliari drought has been lasting too long. They had a new manager, Mazzarri, which until 5 years ago was fighting for the title with Napoli, with Inter. Now it's knowing this dark time of his career. After getting a point against Lazio, they were even more dreadful than before, but they can't lose it all. And against Venezia is the best game where they can wake up. Venezia aren't playing that bad. They are just weak. They are just not at Serie A level. Cagliari are playing bad, but they have a better squad. I think that this time they can make count more their quality, so odds are good, Cagliari to win.
Okay, thanks, Tan. Hello to Adekomi Samuel. Hello to DJS. Hello, Tijuana Raf. Great to have you all here. Barcaman's going, Cagliari draw double chance and both teams to score at 2.08. Like it. Talking about teams that are not really of Serie A quality, next up we have Salernitana coming up against Genoa. And Salernitana are bottom of the league with just 1 point so far from 6 games. 15 goals conceded, which is the joint worst defensive record in the league. Tan, do you think Genoa can get a win here?
I would go with both teams to score. Not sure if also the Alex Classic over 2.5 goals. Genoa are much better than Salernitana. But the few points that Salernitana will get will be especially at home because they have this great atmosphere. There is great warmth from their fans. They are warm indeed, and they've been 20 years missing in Serie A. And it is the kind of game where they can hope, they can play hyped for the hope of getting something. No, don't know if to go with them getting points, but both teams to score, like maybe could be a 1-1. Well, definitely 1-1. Both teams to score and not over 2.5 goals. If for a 1-1, I will go with that.
Okay, thanks, Tan. Hello to Ronaldo Brooks. I think in Jamaica, if I remember correctly, Petter says that Serie A is the best league in Europe. Can't really argue with that right now. Well,
it's very entertaining at the moment. It's the most entertaining.
Perhaps not quite in terms of quality, maybe. They're doing very well.
No. Again, seriously, Martin.
It's not. Okay, Alex, Salernitana versus Genoa.
You said something about being the joint worst defense in the league, together with Genoa. 15 goals conceded, also Genoa, And I think that Tancredi got a point here with both teams to score. Probably it will be a fight for the 3 points, direct opponents for relegation, because also, if you think about it, also Genoa are dreadful right now, but they can score goals, more goals anyway than Salernitana so far. But at home, probably Salernitana will have a good chance to take advantage of Genoa's very bad defensive issues. So, probably a 1-1 draw, maybe a 2-1 Genoa there. Who knows? Maybe even a home win. But at 1.8, both teams to score looks pretty decent.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex. Next up, we have the Turin Derby. Torino versus Juventus. Juventus being the team that I currently hate most in Europe because I just cannot get them right. betting on them at the start of the season and they kept losing. Bet on Chelsea to go to Turin and win. No N'Golo Kante, and lo and behold, Juventus beat them. So not happy with Juventus right now. We're back to Alex first. Alex, Torino, Juventus. What's going to happen in this one?
You think that 1-0 result is amazing, but if you think about more in depth, if you watch the match, you could see that their defense made that result, not their attack. They were nothing in front, only that one shot on goal, one goal, efficiency level 100% for Juventus there. But I think that, let's say that Chelsea were bad, not to score against Juventus. Again, Lukaku had big problems on coping with the likes of Chiellini and Bonucci there. They stopped him once again, like they stopped him so far every time that they played against them. But yeah, I think that Juventus bounced back a little bit. And let's say that this 1-0 result against Chelsea, it will bring back some confidence, on the team. 3 wins in a row. Okay, it's weird to see that you concede 2 goals against Spezia and 2 goals against Sampdoria, and suddenly you keep a clean sheet against Chelsea. But totally a different approach, because if against Spezia and Sampdoria they had an attacking approach, because it's in Serie A and they are going all guns blazing to climb the standings, because right now they are still 10th in the standings, so they need to add points to their season tally and go with the big guns there at the top of the table. Against Chelsea, absolutely the approach was a defensive one, not to concede, because they knew that was their only chance to take a positive result from there. On the other side, Torino, very good this season. Very good. Decent, not very good. Even without the likes of Belotti and even Zaza right now still missing. And Piazza is also still missing against Juventus. I probably go with Juventus at 1.9 just because of the lack of the attacking quality from Torino. But Torino might even find the back of the net against Juventus. Juventus still without Dybala and Morata, but with Chiesa there in front. So I think that at 1.9 is a very good price for an away win.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Yeah, as soon as N'Golo Kante was ruled out of that game, I had a sneaking suspicion that my Chelsea tip was going to fall apart. They also really missed Pulisic and Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Just lacking pace and urgency in the final third at the moment, Chelsea. But Juventus, I actually put down Juventus to win this game before I even saw what happened in Turin last night, because I just thought, it's a local derby. They've been playing quite well. So I've already gone for the Juventus win, but I believe that puts me on a head-to-head collision course with that man Tancredi Palmeri, because you're going the other way, right?
Yes, indeed. Shall I start from the prediction or shall I start with the analysis?
You can start from 1928. Maybe it was the first match between the two teams.
And it's not actually a bad take, because you, my dear friends, don't know one thing, that it's approximately half a century that Torino didn't enter a derby in a table position with same or above points than Juventus. Wow. At the moment, they have 9 points as Juventus. Now, when you enter a derby and you have been under the foot of your city rival for so long time, that is a factor, because it gives you a self-confidence and a belief that normally you wouldn't have. This factor goes with all the rest that Torino is bringing in. Now, it has been, I think, for 5 years that watching Torino has been like paying, paying a sentence to justice for stealing some car, something like that. That's how dreadful has been watching Torino games. They played horribly for 5 years. Not this season. Not only they are 9 points, they are fighting in every game. Fighting is the main word. They are actually playing good with all they have, which is very little. This Torino squad has slightly worsened year by year in the last 5 years. And nowadays they have plenty of injuries, as Alex listed. There are actually even more than Alex mentioned. But that has never been an excuse. Ivan Juric, that came from Verona, is doing a great job. Torino entered this game with this mentality. Now, Juventus still play horrible. But yesterday, it was the only other game paired with when they played against Napoli where they actually were justified to play catenaccio and counter-attack because they had all the injuries in the attack, because obviously if they play open play against Chelsea, they are dismantled. So everybody would justify that against Chelsea. When we previewed the Champions League, and we didn't know yet the Kante news, I told you, in my opinion, will be very level for that reason. Juventus will give it all, and I said it will be a draw. And I think that with Kante would have been a draw indeed. And I think that missing Kante, it means conceding 1 goal to the opponents. But now Juventus will feel the fatigue for that game, will also feel that it's not easy to shift the focus to this game when you are playing dreadfully like Juventus has been doing the start of the season. So it's not coming naturally, automatically, as normally would have come to Juventus. They will still be without Dybala, Morata, etc. So what I go here, it's a very fat double chance home on Torino to win or a draw, which is approximately minus 120, minus 115, American odds.
I got you minus 105 on it, Tan.
Whoa! See? There we go.
That's the best price on the market right now. But I'm going to stick with it. I got minus 102 on Juventus. I'm still going to stick with it. If they let me down, I'm not betting on Juventus again for the rest of the season.
Or you could just listen to me.
No, I'm sticking with my guns. I'm going to be stubborn about this one.
Always. That's smart. Always stick to your guns.
Sticking to my guns. I still think it's not a long away trip. Yes, they may be fatigued, but they've got superior quality players in pretty much every position, and it's going to be local bragging rights. I still think they can get the job done. But, I'm not going to be going crazy with my stake on this one. Okay.
Already Juventus are 10 points behind Napoli in the standings, So if they drop points also here before the international break, after 6 rounds to be around 12 points, I think that's a lot, even for Juventus.
But maybe Napoli won't win at Fiorentina.
Oh,
well, guys, we're going to come to that. But next up, we have Sassuolo versus Inter Milan. I was so disappointed with Inter Milan in midweek, drawing 0-0 away at Shakhtar. What are they doing?
Very shaky, very flat.
They're trying to get into the Europa League again, but they're not even going to get into that at this rate. Tan, what did you make of that game? And do you think they can bounce back against Sassuolo?
If we look into that, they had 4 clear chances to score. Dzeko alone in front of the goal. Piatov did 2 miracles like he never done in his whole career. The post hit by Barella. But overall, their attitude wasn't determined like Juventus was against Chelsea or Milan against Atletico, aside the bad luck they had. And they needed to be determined more than everything. It's strange because it's like they have it all. They have the approach, they have the mentality, but they are missing the killer instinct, which with Conte was there. After dropping points against Atalanta and dropping points against Shakhtar, they need to come back in some way. But Sassuolo, which are far from being what they were still, but they're always performing well against Inter for some reason. I would go with the Alex Classic, who is as I see, with great timing, Barsaman is also posting on the chat. So over 2.5 goals and both teams to score.
Yeah, there's a lot of love for that on the chat. Barsaman's doing it as well. So is Innocent. Both teams to score. Alex, you're the creator of the Alex Classic. So are you going to go with the Alex Classic in this?
You
too?
are the Alex Classic.
You are the Alex Classic.
Yes.
The embodiment
Yes.
of the Alex Classic.
I'm on the same page here, the Alex Classic all the way.
The myself classic, you could call it.
Despite being disappointed with Sassuolo against Salernitana, I was expecting more for them. I was expecting, yes, they had a lot of chances, but they failed to score. They scored only once, and with Berardi, which is good to see Berardi scoring, because that means that he's back in goal-scoring form. Sassuolo had the entire week of resting, to prepare the match against Inter. Inter very disappointing, mostly in the second half. In the second half, Shakhtar totally dominated Inter. I don't know what happened. I thought, what is happening? We are seeing some other players on the pitch. What is happening? But no, it was there. Everyone was there. Probably is that killer instinct that Lukaku had in front of the net. By the way, Ancelotti declared that Thomas Tuchel is not using Lukaku good like he was used at Inter. This is why he stopped scoring for the last 3 matches. But yeah, I think that Sassuolo will find the back of the net. I think that Inter will enter to keep pace with the rest of the teams at the top of the table, with Napoli, with AC Milan there, or they are already 4 points behind Napoli. They don't want to lose and make the gap even bigger than that. So I think that will be an exciting match pre-international break.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex. Perhaps another exciting match on the cards here, because we have Bologna coming up against Lazio. Both of these teams have been involved in quite a lot of high-scoring games recently. Fantastic performance from Lazio to beat Roma 3-2 last time out. Bologna lost 4-2, and they've already conceded 14 goals this season, so they're not doing much better than Salernitana on the defensive stakes. Could we see another high-scoring game and potentially even an Alex Classic in this one, Alex?
Yeah, probably. Bologna have the quality to score goals, but I don't remember how many games in a row one season and something ago. Remember, Tan, when we were talking about
I was 33, something like that.
33 and something like that. Yeah. They conceded in each and every match for almost 40 games in a row, So Bologna still with the same issues, with the same defensive issues. Everyone is scoring against them. Lazio are coming after that brilliant, like you said, 3-2 win against Roma in the derby, in the Roman derby. They are playing today against the Lokomotiv Moscow. Shouldn't be a very, very tough game for them in Europa League. But I think that also Bologna will find the back of the net. But I think that the best odds, and I think that the best bet here is Lazio total team goals over 1.5. Should be at around even money, or plus 120, some plus 110. I think that they have the weapons to score at least 2 times on their own against a dreadful defensive Bologna side.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, if they play like they have been playing, they should put a couple past this leaky Bologna defence. Milinkovic-Savic has been phenomenal. If he's playing again in this game, then I think they can certainly open up this Bologna defence. Petter says Bologna the moneymaker. Alex Classic. Also, over 1.5 team goals is Barsaman. He's going for that. He's got 1.8 on it. All they're asking, is there going to be some Tan madness? I'm not sure if you got any Tan madness for us, have you, this week, Tan?
No. This week, no. And this week, actually, there is plenty of Alex Classic, of both team to score and over 2.5 goals, because the European fixture is affecting a lot this.
Yeah.
And because also for the way it is paired, the fixture, it also favoring this. Bologna-Lazio is part of that. Lazio are coming with a great mood after winning the derby, a great mood. I think it will help them tonight against Lokomotiv Moscow. And anyway, they will play, whatever happened tonight, they will play with enthusiasm against Bologna. Bologna are on the edge because they started very well. And then after losing to Inter, they didn't move a step anymore. But something more has happened. Because after last defeat, the president of Bologna in the stands turned towards the sporting director, who is the historical Walter Sabatini, used to be sports director at Roma, at Inter, at Palermo. He basically has discovered many of the South American players that popped out in Serie A in the last decade. He's the guy that signed Dybala at Palermo, that discovered Alisson at Roma, discovered Lamela at Roma, discovered there is a long list. Basically, he has sold players for something like 300, 400 million in the last 6 or 7 years, decades, something like that. Well, so what happened? The president of Bologna turned on him after the defeat and saying, in what the hell of way this team has been built? And he replied with a strong sentence, something like, hey, what you would have expected with what we had, something like, you didn't give us the funds to do that. Day after, he was, I don't remember if sacked or resigned from the club. That was a big shock. It's a big shock because his status is bigger than Bologna. He was at Roma, at Inter, as I said. So he was basically on a sporting level, he was Bologna. So from one day to the other, you are taking out the creator of all the project. Right. So you want to see in which way this earthquake is gonna have consequences on Bologna. Sometimes on the first game, you have a great reaction from players, but then they are just in despair and they drop points after points. Also, the position of Mihailovic is under discussion. Anyway, considering the Lazio's fixture, I go here with a Solomonic both team to score and over 2.5 goals, which I think will fit particularly.
Okay, thanks, Tan. That was a good breakdown of what's going on at Bologna. They do have a good forward line with Arnautovic, Soriano, and the new man Musa Barrow. I do think they look dangerous, so I can see them getting on the score sheet in this one. But I like that over 1.5 team goals for Lazio. I think they could maybe get a 2-1, 3-1 win here.
They transferred Musa Barrow for good from Atalanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit because we are filming Bundesliga in 29 minutes and we're only halfway through the games.
28 minutes.
28 minutes now, yeah. So, and we need a bit of time to set up as well, the Bundesliga show. So we're going to rattle through some of these games. We've got Verona versus Spezia. How are things going in fair Verona? Not great, but, not too bad. Sort of lingering in 14th place. Spezia not having a great season either. 4 defeats already. Tan, what do you see happening in this one?
Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals as well. Again, since Igor Tudor took over Verona 3 weeks ago, the turnout of results has been much better. But they concede a lot, but they also score. Spezia very frustrated by playing 2 great games against Milan and Juventus, but getting 0 points. But this means this is a direct clash for fight relegation. So there will be fight. Alex Classic all the way.
Okay. Are you also expecting an open, entertaining game in this one, Alex?
Yeah, an end-to-end type of game with 2 attacking sides. They will go to one to kill each other in this game. I'm expecting that. Probably it will be one of the most entertaining games in terms of goals in this Serie A weekend. 1.95 the Alex Classic with a side bet here over 1.5 goals in the second half at 1.85.
Oh, okay. Like it. Yeah, thinking maybe some tired legs after the break and a few goals going in at the end. That sounds good. All right, great. Thanks, guys. We're going to move on to Sampdoria versus Udinese. I've actually been quite impressed with both of these teams, the way they've played this season. Results haven't been going for either of them, though. They're both sort of in the bottom half of the table. Udinese on a 3-game losing streak after playing some difficult teams. Alex, are you leaning towards a particular team in this one?
No, probably Sampdoria at home after Udinese failing even to score in the last 3 games, not only to lose them all. Yes, Fiorentina, Roma, and Napoli, that's true. But still, not to find the back of the net with 2 of the games being at home against Fiorentina and Napoli. On the other side, also Sampdoria are losing, and they lost 3-2 to Juventus, but they still scored 2 goals. Both of them got beat 4-0 by Napoli. That says everything about how balanced those 2 teams are, you know. Between them, they are offering entertaining games. So probably both teams to score here should be the way to go. I don't know what is the price. 1.7 for both teams to score.
Yeah, they have a go, don't they, in attack, Tan, Sampdoria. They seem to be a reasonably ambitious team. They're quite good going forwards. Do you think they can cause Udinese some problems in this game?
No, yeah, for sure, but go with the Alex Classic again because the way it was an unfortunate scheduling for the Udinese, but still, they didn't score a goal in the last 3 games. Sampdoria don't struggle to produce, at least, in attack. But Udinese must get out of the situation. Maybe they will lose again, but they have to react. Also, this could be considered as well as a direct game between... they are not exactly in relegation zone, but not even in Europe. I would say those 10th, 15th position of the table. So, Alex Classic as well.
Okay, thanks, Tan. Going to say yo to Mitch on the chat. Hey, Mitch. Aloha to Ashley. 4:30 a.m. here on the island in Hawaii. But still watching with us. That is
no, Ashley. Can be. He's mocking us. Can be on Hawaii. If it is really Ashley, I don't know. Can he send a picture in the chat from what he sees outside his window? That's a pity. But that's great. If it's happening really, that's great.
I'm sure that Ashley is in Hawaii because he's said that a few times before.
Nice.
Not sure about Chief Wiggum being in North Korea and Kabul. I don't believe that. I think Ashley is in Hawaii. So thank you for setting the alarm clock and joining us here. It's great to have you all in the chat. Thanks, everyone. I'm loving the picks that are coming in. Barca Man just there is going for Caputo to score any time. And Alex, Mr. NJ 1984 says, you are a legend. Yes, he is. We love a bit of Alex classic tips on the show. Okay, we're going to move on. We have got Fiorentina versus Napoli. We should spend a couple of minutes on this one because this is going to be an exciting game. Fiorentina have been just in terrific form this season. They've been really entertaining, but they're coming up against the Napoli team with a 100% record, who are top of the table, Tan. Can Napoli keep the winning streak going against the top team like Fiorentina, or is this where the train judders to a halt?
Meanwhile, we are learning that not only lives in Honolulu, but Ashley is also a she, not a he. I mean, I'm impressed. If this is true, and I want to believe, like Fox Mulder, you are our first fan, like top of the show. Nobody get offended by but living in Honolulu, 4 a.m. and there aren't many girls here around. Ashley Waite, top of the. It's the Tan madness of this week.
We had some girls in the past.
Yeah, I know we had some, but
they disappeared after Italy won the European.
After seeing half an hour of reverse jinxing sentencing. No, but I would say it was 95 to 5%. Anyway, Fiorentina Napoli. On the level of football is the top game of the week, even if Torino Juventus and Atalanta Milan are more important. But for the level of football, we have, actually, that's for you. For the level of football, Napoli top of the table and 6 out of 6. Fiorentina playing absolutely good. Actually, they played badly against Udinese and they won. So maybe they are also starting to learn to be a bit more pragmatic. I see another classic, Alex classic here, because Napoli, anyway, with Osimhen on fire, told you is going to be top scorer of the season, and with Insigne assisting, which is very hot, he's always finding the net. But Fiorentina is producing a lot of football. There is just one little variable that I wonder if will affect Fiorentina or not. Yesterday, the president of Fiorentina spoke very harshly towards Vlahovic. For Vlahovic, it was rejected a 60 million euro bid from Tottenham and a 65 million euro bid from Atletico on summer. And he said, we offered 8 million before taxes for 5 years to Vlahovic. He can earn in one day what I used to earn in 2 years when I was young. I don't know what he's going to do with his life. The situation is turning bad and I'm getting angry. And, this maybe might bother his calmness of playing in Fiorentina Napoli. But anyway, Fiorentina are playing very good. Italiano, great manager. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game. Alex classic.
Okay, thanks, Tan. Yeah, sometimes it's about more than the money. I know he's going to get lots of money wherever he goes, but sometimes he might just want to move to a bigger club or test himself in a different league. Ashley says that she's a soccer kappa too. That's great. Give us some of your best picks, please, in the chat. Hello to Ian. He's here. Hoops 590 is saying, I'm a Christian. Wow, that's good. I hope that helps. That helped betting Antwerp plus 0.5. Dream Brothers American. Okay, it's all going on in the chat. Here we go. Okay, Barcelon's going for a red card. Wow, Astute Chaos likes over in this game. Alex, do you like over in this game? Do you think we're going to see a high-scoring match?
Yeah, my banker of the week in Serie A, over 2.5 goals at 1.73. We have from one side Napoli, great record so far, 6 out of 6. Not only great record, but great defense also. Only 2 goals conceded in 6 matches, and also the second best attack with 16 goals. Osimhen is back and he's on fire. Hopefully he will keep again, I'll repeat, out of injury. And if he does, for sure that he will fight for the Capo Cannoniere this season. Yes, Vincenzo Italiano is one hell of a manager. He changed totally the attitude of the team, the shape of the team also. He implemented the high pressing, always chasing the ball carrier. In the past, if you've seen a little bit how Fiorentina were playing, they were every time trying to bring the ball with crosses inside the box. Now he is playing more straightforward with balls behind the opposition backline. Vlahovic is a great player. Fiorentina are in great shape also, so I can see them scoring against Napoli, but I think that also Napoli will win this. But over 2.5 goals should come in very easily at 1.73.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Got a couple last games to rattle through. A couple of big games. Roma bidding to get back to winning ways. They're coming up against Empoli. Roma versus Empoli should be a game in which Roma should be able to return to winning ways. But is there a way to get value out of this one, Alex?
Empoli, huh? What a team Empoli lately. 2 wins in a row. We thought that that win against the Juventus was a huge upset that will never repeat. After that, they outplayed Cagliari and Bologna. Now they enter in this game with full of confidence. Maybe I will give this to Tan a little bit, because he is always saying that after 2 games like that, after ruining your opposition, you're a little bit overrating yourself in terms of football, and now you'll enter this match a little bit more relaxed, and against a Mourinho side, who Mourinho, I think that will be very eager to return to winning ways after losing the derby. I'm going with Roma halftime, full time here at 2.05.
Okay, thanks, Alex. What do you think, Tan?
I had two options: or go with that, or going with Roma to win with 1 goal handicap. So at least with 2 goals. And I picked the second one. The odds are similar to the one that picked Alex. And it's exactly everything as he said. Roma, really. Roma, it's burning the way they lost the derby. So that they can't let this through. So totally in that way.
Oh, okay, thanks, Tan. I put you down as I'm going for -1 Asian handicap on this one. I put you down as -1 on the Asian handicap.
Okay.
I guess you meant -1 European handicap, which is -1.5.
I'm open to all the different geographical experience. So
yes, you are. You're a man of the world. Okay, last game: Atalanta versus AC Milan. Tan, what's going to happen in this one?
Sorry, the geographical experience. I thought about Alex, and I don't know why Alex, but came to my mind Sandra Romain. But I don't know. Sorry, it's my bad mind.
God! Oh my God!
Is she popular in Romania?
She was popular in the entire Europe.
Okay, yeah,
like Cicciolina, like.
No, yeah. Don't watch out. Watch out. Keep it low. Atalanta Milan, it's strange because Milan are playing much better than Atalanta, like much better. Here, the Champions League factor is a big factor because Milan was fully fatigued by game against Atletico. They played great until they could. Then they hold it very good, 10 against 11. They are super pissed off for the way it ended up the game. But they also suffered injury. Brahim Diaz should be back, but anyway, it's a little bit of a risk because he was he left for an injury, but then he came out, it was just fatigue. Ibrahimovic won't be back. Kier will be back. At the same time, Atalanta had 1 day less to rest, but also easier opponent with young boys. But the game, it wasn't like a siege to resist like against Atletico for Milan, but the game was very tough, was very demanding for Atalanta too. Young boys are playing as young boys, like fresh, very intense. For Atalanta was that came.
Oh my God!
That came with a delay. That came with a delay to Romanian time, isn't it, Alex?
Nobody understood that, but yeah, let's leave it there.
Let's leave it there. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, like you just threw it there. It was very intense, and Atalanta. It took a while for them to get something out of the game. So it was demanding for them as well, even if you wouldn't expect that. And Robin Gosens got injured.
Okay.
And he will be out for the next month and a half. Now, it's already better than it looked at the beginning, because at the beginning it seemed like his season was already over. Now, Robin Gosens, we are talking about one of the best 10 fullbacks in the world, at least for the shape he had in the last year and a half, 2 years and a half. I think they will miss him a lot.
Okay.
It will be a hard start for them both. They don't have much to give immediately, but they won't start slow, but they will be careful as someone as is drinking a hot coffee. So it's a draw at the halftime.
I think that coffee is not hot anymore, that coffee, after 1 hour that we started the show.
It has just been delivered, but you didn't see it happen behind the scenes.
See.
And this coffee also is, I'm telling you, is a Lecce coffee. Lecce, like the city. What is the particularity of Lecce coffee? You drop in just a few drops of
rum.
No. I'm not Romanian, of almond milk. Almond milk with coffee.
Did Sandra Romain bring you the coffee under the table, or what happened?
Watch out, Alex. Watch out.
Tan's actually got a whole team working for him behind the scenes.
Bravo, Marty.
Assistants bringing him coffee. He's got people coming up with tips for him. He's got all sorts of statisticians and data experts. You only see Tan, but there's about 100 people behind
exactly.
the scenes. Happen. Okay.
Of hamsters, or when it's about some hamsters that are just walking there behind the scenes. Yes.
Hamsters. He's got hundreds of hamsters behind the scenes, and he's going for both teams to score at half time. Ashley's going for both teams to score. Sean's going draw at half time. He's going both teams to score and draw. Barca Man's going draw and both teams to score. Sorry, but Millsy is suggesting that Barca Man has to change his name to Benfica Man now. That is a bit harsh. That is a bit harsh, but maybe we'll see Benfica Man coming on. Yeah, here we go. Okay, Alex, Atalanta versus Milan. Quickly, what are you going for?
Very, very tough to call in terms of goals, in terms of who will win this match, but I think that is a very good match for cards. I think that if you check the cards market, which are not up right now, because I just checked all the. If someone on the live chat can find the line for the cards market, I think that we should take it. Should be around over 4.5, and I see 5 cards in this game.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Zook, could you please give us the picks and we'll read them out? Okay, against perhaps my better judgment, I'm going for Juventus to win the Turin Derby at -102. Sticking with my guns. I've got a straight win for Lazio at +115. I've got Napoli to win at -105. And doing my bit of the geographic regions, I'm going for Roma -1, Asian handicap at -147.
Which is a free bet in my opinion, that -1 for Roma. Very good one. Sassuolo Inter Alex Classic -125. Verona Spezia Alex Classic -105. Roma halftime full-time +105. Fiorentina Napoli over 2.5 goals -137 banker.
Okay. Sticking to my guns, I go with double chance with double chance of Torino, home double chance, so with Torino winning or a draw at -105. Half-time draw in Atalanta Milan +125. Roma with 1 goal Asian handicap, so 1.5 at -147. It's Alex Classic in Fiorentina and Napoli at +105, and Alex Classic in Sassuolo Inter at -125. Once again, Alex Classic is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Okay, thanks very much, Tan. Thanks, Alex. Thank you, Zook. That was great. Thanks for bringing that up. Petter's just going to pick the Alex Classic in every single game. Let us know next week.
I told you that this week it's very wide Alex Classic centered.
Do you want to win all your picks this week? I am just curious to know if you want to win all your picks this week of them.
Myself?
Yeah. Just for us to know if to follow you, to tell you.
Do you want it?
70%.
Do you want it?
70%. I don't want to brag too much. 70%.
Tell us the ones that you will win, because you want to
that's
put
the game.
my mother-in-law on it, I want to bet my mother-in-law.
That's the game. Sandra Romano knows, but I can't tell you.
Of course.
All right, guys. Thank you both. Thank you to Alex and Tan. It's been a blast, as always. Thanks, everyone on the chat, for your comments and for getting involved. It's been wonderful. Give us a like on your way out, please. We love it, and YouTube loves it, and SBR loves it. We've got 8 minutes, so we're gonna get off screen now, and we'll be with you in 8 minutes for the Bundesliga. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Ciao.